Pre-crit. Woo!
Hey! Over here! On your left.
She summoned new ads.
Nickworth and Rob! Come and get me! And Rob! I'm losing it.
Oh, that's Marius. Dang it, I couldn't find an enemy.
Aries summoning my stream with 532 views.
Oh, snap. Thank you, Ari. Taunt her. Yes. Welcome, everyone. We're currently playing Avowed on maximum difficulty. I'm a wizard with a gun.
Nickworth and Rob!
Oh my gosh, finally. Alright, yeah, we totally beat that on the first try. Okay. Aries Summer, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate that. Welcome to all of you popping in from Aries stream. My name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning, and currently we are playing Avowed in our evening streams. I've seen a lot of people with positive and negative opinions of this game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And we just, well, we just experienced the consequences of our actions. We have killed too many things in the wild, and this lady was basically Mother Nature, and she was talking real nice and sweet with us until she realized our track record, and then she was like, you know what, cowabunga it is. So I had to fight her. So if you play this game, maybe calm down on murdering bears. Not the wild, just this area. Well, maybe. I'm not exactly sure how she's coded. Quest item retrieved. I've been enjoying Avowed also. Oh, nice, you have. 90% of the time when I tune into your stream, you're playing Marvel Rivals. I didn't know you had tried Avowed yet. And I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean that in a fact way.
Nickworth and Rob! Hey! Over here!
Can y'all finish it? I guess not. There we go. Let's see.
Nice job, everyone.
Mushroom cap, mushroom cap. Something on the wall. Hunt's hair. Play more gradually, doing photography and whatnot. Oh yeah, the environments and stuff are gorgeous. Yeah, there's been a few times when we saw like a waterfall and stuff, and we just like looked at it for a while. Delimgon Glade Note. Let's see. I have met their queen. The community they have here is beautiful. Alien, familiar and foreign all at once. I'm not sure I'd ever be able to pull myself away from this. It makes the harshness of my reality softer. I cannot leave. It is only through the mercy of the Queen and my extreme caution in navigating their halls peacefully and secretly that I have avoided a grim and final fate. I spoke too openly of my desire to publish my observations. If I had been more reticent, if I had lied, told them I was nothing but a lost lucky traveler, perhaps maybe I would be free, or maybe I could be dead. They are kind to me. I get food, shelter, even the rare attempt at conversation, but my passion, my life force, it lives by the scratch of pen on paper, the heated debate of science, the delight of research. They grow discordant when they see me write. I understand why. If I had come across them with carving messages and the dried flesh of dead kith, my horror would be great. Oh, because they see him writing on paper and they look at it as a corpse. I certainly would not provide them with said carcasses to carve. So I will pass my days here, a parched man floating along in an ocean, all the knowledge I've ever desired laid out before me with not a single way to record it. Interesting. I'm excited to buy this game when it's cheaper. I love to do the Game Pass method, but it takes months to finish RPG sometimes, so I can't stay focused. I hear that. Yeah, I'm playing it on Game Pass right now. For those who are interested, this game is free on Game Pass. Really surprised they did that at the launch of the game, but they did. So if you have the Microsoft Store Xbox Game Pass thing, you can play for free right now.
One for you! Is that all you got? And rough! Let's see what you got. And rough!
Oh. We're dead.
Gotcha.
Woo. Thanks, spores. Same thing with Indiana Jones was awesome. Yeah. I actually don't really know how that works for them, like, as a company. Like, it's like, okay, let's say that hands down I've decided I'm going to play Avowed. I'm going to buy it, whatever. And I would pay, how much does the game cost? I think it's $70. I think that's kind of expensive for this. I would say this is like a $40 to $50 solid game, but that's a different topic. So let's say I'm going to play Avowed. And because it's on Game Pass, I didn't spend $70 buying it on Steam. What, like, do they get any kind of compensation from Microsoft when people download their game on Game Pass? Like, as a company? I actually do not know how that works. I would hope so, otherwise it's like, what's the point? What did I just get? Iron Gauntlets, minus 10% to stamina cost while blocking. I can't block with my current setup, so I'm just gonna throw that in the stash. Same with parry. Ability cast speed. What is considered ability cast speed? No, I guess I'll just keep what I got for now. Makes that opening, that first hit there. Devs are compensated for downloads. Okay. Let me see. What do developers get when their game is downloaded from Game Pass? I'm actually curious now that we're talking about this. When a developer's game is downloaded from Game Pass, they receive a per-player payment based on the amount of times users play their game while subscribed to the service, which can vary depending on the specific agreement made with Microsoft. Essentially, they are paid a recurring fee for each active player who accesses their game through Game Pass, rather than a one-time purchase price per download. Interesting. Okay, that's good. I wonder, because occasionally, because you see people like Asmongold and some other, big YouTubers, they're like, oh, Avowed's doing terrible, and they just show the Steam numbers, but they never look at Game Pass numbers. I wonder if Game Pass numbers are publicly available for those conversations. Because, like, for example, my main game, for those of you who just came from Ares stream, my main game that I'm known for is Guild Wars 2. And Guild Wars 2 was added onto Steam just like a year or two ago. So some people be like, oh, wow, this game is dead because the Steam numbers are really low. And it's like, well, no, it's had a standalone launcher for 10 years. The Steam thing's new. So that it's like, yeah, there's not a ton of people on Steam, but that's because there's 10 years of players on the standalone launcher. So it's like a whole separate thing. The Wildwoods. Wait, there's an X over here. What is this? Potato! It's a potato. Alright, there is a quest up there. Let's see. Didn't someone say they were greenlit for DLC already? If so, they're doing good. That's true. That's good. The download thing is only for specific games. They typically get X amount of money for X amount of time on the live service. So, like, so Gray Fox, you're saying you think it's just like they say, Microsoft, you can have this on Game Pass, and we get a bag, basically, on the front end, and then Microsoft gets more people possibly signing up for Game Pass to play that game.
Maybe we don't go inside.
That's what they get out of it.
Ancient creepy tower. Just a thought.
Which, if that's the thing, then that's kind of like when people do like an Epic exclusive. Except for Epic exclusives, they get the bag, and then also you pay for it on Epic usually. Like I remember I played Darkest Dungeon 2 when it was an Epic exclusive, and I got it on Epic, and I bought it on Epic. Daughter's Exhortation. Apologies, 10-hour stream again. Good. You're always doing 10-hour streams. I appreciate the raid, Ari. You have a good one. Rest well. You can compare with other games that's launched on both Steam and Xbox for comparison. True. Yeah, you can. I will say, although, look, I played 110 games last year. We counted. And I have played a lot of games that are far jankier than Avowed. I am having fun. I am legitimately, the story is like, okay, I'd say the story is good, the graphics are beautiful, the sound design is good, the combat is very fun to me. Like everything is like, in the good section, not like in the bad section for me, for like rating. The number one thing, if I could snap my fingers and magically change it, is mobs leashing feels stupid. I would get rid of that entirely. Or change that system. The second thing is dodge and jump being on the same button feels stupid. So in combat sometimes I'm trying to dodge and I am jumping up and down and I'm wanting to dodge to the side, and it feels dumb when that happens. Those are the two things. Those are the top two things I would change about this game if I could make it happen. But I hope they do well. It's like okay, Veilguard. I was extremely disappointed in Veilguard. We were hype going into that. We did a playthrough of the entire Dragon Age franchise right before Veilguard came out to like get amped up for it. Then we played it and we were incredibly disappointed. And this isn't like I saw Asmongold whining about Veilguard, so I hate Veilguard. Like, no, we played it start to finish ourselves, and I wasn't a fan. So I kind of hope they didn't. But like after that, I was like, man, I hope that this doesn't do well and that this encourages them to do more of this. And it didn't. It didn't do well. But this, I'm happy with this. I hope this does well, because I would love for them to just make more of what I'm playing right now. Daughter's Exhortation. Mother, if you find this, do not weep for me. I know what they did to you. I know what must be done. I regret nothing. Whatever it costs me, I am prepared. If the quiet slave, that's one of the gods, hears me, none of them will ever hurt you again. Wait. Is this supposed to be like she drew all this in her own blood? Well, there's other bones in here too. Holy crap, that is a lot of Kool-Aid. I'm like suddenly being aware of how much red is in the room. The Schemer's Offering, God's Shrine Base.
That was part of something once.
Okay, so we found the God Totem for the second zone, which is Skane, which is the, what was it, the Blind Slave? The Quiet Slave. But I know he has, what is it, flint for eyes or something? Because there was someone earlier that talked about to become a effigy for Skane, you carve out your eyes and put chunks of flint there. Honestly, need 100 more hours a day. Yo, I hear that. I stream 55 hours a week, Ari. If you're still here. But I get it. And it's like, I can barely get through all the games I want to get through. Gives a sparkle to your eyes, right? That's exactly how they do it for most titles. If it's an exclusivity deal, then they're entitled to the per download revenue. Gotcha. Okay, so there's a quest to my right? So it's underground. Ah! Is it underground? I'm like right on top of it. It's gotta be under, oh god. Okay, I gotta be careful where I step here. Okay, I remember opening that chest, but I think I didn't see this hole. Zorit Arrow. This crude arrow appears to be coated in poison. Some Zorit tribes use similar toxins to slow down larger, more intimidating predators. Thieves' Journal. 10 Funiverno. I found it at last. The reliquary of Saint Wade. By the way, that's very aware to write Thieves' Journal on your own diary. Like, that's extreme self-awareness. The reliquary of Saint Widwin has made its way to Naku Tedek, a ruin in the living lands. Chartering a ship will cost me everything, but it's a small price to kill a god. Aid Paprima. The voyage was hard, fever gripped to the crew, and I spent days vomiting into my bed or moldy straw. I dreamed of my family, our life on the dead fire cut short by Aethys the Betrayer. I must remind myself they are dead and that vengeance must sustain me. Question mark. One loses track of time on the frontier. Emerald Stair has a settlement, but I will not chance anyone recognizing me. Naku Tedek is close, Aethys will pay. He took my son, and I will burn the last remnant of his. The reliquary is mine. An Eothasian Alphonse tried to stand in my way. I could have killed him, but something stayed my hand. Maybe there's a little mercy left in me. Having the reliquary is not as fulfilling as I imagined. I want to toss it into the flames, let another final piece of Wadewind crisp into ash. I've done it countless times before. Nothing can stop me, so why do I hesitate? I need rest. Maybe one more dream of my family will help me understand. Reliquary of Saint Wadewind. This reliquary holds a small lock of hair cut from the head of Saint Wadewind, taken before the Godhammer bomb scattered the rest of him to oblivion. What the heck do I do with this? Return it to Naku Tedek. Okay, there we go. No big deal, just found a piece of a saint. Okay. So... there's a bounty over there. Let's go here and then go south and hit that bounty up. I could have fast traveled to the tent, but then there would have been 2 loading screens, because you have to fast travel, like, you load into the camp and then load out of the camp. That way is south. Alright, tapping quick save, just in case I'm about to get my booty kicked by the bounty. Opening shot.
And rock! Make worth and rock! Make worth and rock! Come and get me! Make worth and rock!
Ow! So they've got multiple elites there that are summoning more dudes. I'm gonna need to fall back and regroup. Let's see, drink tea, eat that. Should lose aggro on them. Guns look hard to aim. It's not bad. Like, you can just aim at the dot and then just fire. However, if you do a power attack, which just means holding it for at least a fraction of a second, it does a power attack and does way more damage. But also, I've got some bonuses to the opening hit in a fight. So that first hit I did, which started the combat, was, you know, much greater. So I might have to do some hit and run here, we'll see, because I'm faster than them, so I can run away and then regroup anytime I need to.
And rock!
Okay, that took at least one out. 2.
Come and get me!
Okay, so here's one of the main guys. Kai just went down.
And rock. Make work and rock.
Blizzard. Shoot, I want to revive him, but... Dang it, that messed me up. Okay, I got one of the summoners.
I owe you.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Come and get me.
Wow. That one is... thick.
Let's see what you got. And rock. Stand a chance. And rock. Well done.
Ah, I missed.
Where? Hey, over here.
Should I focus on the Tempest? I don't know if that one would die faster. Oh god, yes, that one's way squishier. Okay.
Back on my feet. Your armor won't hold up.
Ow. Okay, so Marius is emitting electricity right now. Have you used your shield? Use your shield, dude.
Make work and rock.
Oh, Marius, stay back! You stay right there. Okay. Alright, cool. That was a lot of stuff. Got the bounty. Did you settle on a new morning stream game? I'm strongly considering Dragon Quest XI. It looks interesting, and a lot of, it was gifted to me, and a lot of people have requested it. Strongly considering. But I have to decide by the time I go to bed tonight. I have to figure it out by then. The spellcasting combat looks really good fun. Yeah, it's definitely making my brain make the happy juice for sure. Put that in the stash. Break that apart. Let's put that on. Let's use the graphic for this just for style. I think I failed to loot one of the bounty things. Oh. Ah, there. Found it. I was on the fence of this one, but then you showed it could be played third person, and I went over the edge. Yeah, there's the, hold on. There's a button for swapping between first and third. Where was it? Someone told me you could keybind changing it from third to first person. Toggle perspective? Is that it? There we go. Yeah. Yep. You can play it first or third person. Now, often I prefer playing third person in games that allow it. However, in this one, I don't know, everything just feels a little crisper when I'm in the first person, so I've grown to get used to this.
More strictly than we already are.
Definitely a nice defensible setup. Not bad.
It's an Oblivion game, of course, just play first person. It's not an Oblivion game, though. It has some similarities to Oblivion, but I would not say it's an Oblivion game. I live in a house that bans first-person games, so I was happy to find those. Wait, what? Bans first-person games, huh? You got weird parents. Violence is fine, as long as it's third-person. You missed a ladder? Oh.
Gods above! I knew I left my rations in the tent before patrol, and now they're gone. As soon as I find out who took them, they'll be sorry.
I love how they don't mind me running around and just stripping this place clean.
Looks like a shrine to Helia. Did I get that right?
Ancient memory discovered.
Give me a moment. I'll join you in gawking at the view when my legs stop swearing at me.
It's a nice view.
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too?
You know that I'm a stranger here. Is this a past life bleeding through?
Flesh in the soil, worms in the flesh. A splash of hot blood seeps into the loam. Now, our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die.
Show me what you can remember.
Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala. The arc of one bright light obliterates the other. You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener. You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true?
I've done everything I can to forget him.
He never forgot you. But who was Nekad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember.
My rival.
Nekad, your pole star. A piercing luminance toward which your access could not help but point. Always ahead of you. Always out of reach. Did you hate him?
I wanted to hate him, but I couldn't help but admire him too.
Your ambivalence infuriated him. You exploited his rage and won. He taught us